Hey y'all, I'm out here and I'm going to be doing a tour of the garden and telling you about what's going on out here, okay? So hang in there with me. It's going to be 90 today, 90 something tomorrow, 100 Monday and Tuesday. I don't know what it's going to be after that, but it's going to be hot. It's impossible for me to try to get much done. So I'll just show you what I got. All right? All right, over here, these are coming up, and these are my jalapeno and yellow onions in there. And I pretty much did garlic um, and onions in here and pepper. These tomato plants, they need to be staked up. I'm going to do it after this video and thin them out a little bit on the bottom. I didn't want to do it on the video because I'm going to show you the whole garden. It'd be too long. And also the heat will be moving in. Okay. My peas, I have to get over here on the fence. See what I'm showing you? Get them on the fence. I'll either get peas or I won't get peas, but we'll see what happens. The tomatoes is provide some shade for the peas. Okay, so here we go. The peas are doing good. They're reaching up. And I got garlic and onions coming in. And all of my tomatoes need staking. This little pepper is stunted. I'm probably going to replace that because it should be done a little bit more than that. Because we've been getting constant rain. I can't cut the grass, so you have to excuse that. I can't come in here and weed whack, so I can't make my garden look better. Let's see. This one here. I just took that off. Took that one off. Throw it out there. So this same thing over here, but my garlic is coming in good and my onions. And this pepper here is really doing good. What kind of pepper is that? That's an Anaheim pepper. Yeah, it's doing good. The sun that just came over here on me, so I'm gonna try to make sure y'all can see what I can see. Because right now I can't tell what you can see. Okay. But I think I got you in there. All right, and that's a nice little pepper right there, and the beans in the bag. I put on a different hat today with my netting on my face, and I got protection sprayed on my clothes. And see, I still got to get over here, stake these to these stakes, and then get the peas and get them onto this here cattle panel. All right. This here is the sweet potatoes. They look like they're doing okay. They've done look like some growth. And so I'll just keep my eye on them. My garlic is coming up real good. I'm looking forward to having some. It's going to be green garlic, but I need it. Garlic is garlic. Okay. And I have some in another place. I'll show you that. This one here I planted later because the first one I put in there, it was one that had broke off and I'd rooted it, but it didn't do good. So I took it out because I said I don't have time to play with it. So I took it out and put this one in. And this one here seems to be doing okay. And this one here is a boxcar Willie. And the pepper here and over the beans in the bag. Okay. Everything in this particular container to me looks smaller, the beans, but they all different varieties of beans. So I just had a whole bunch of them. I'm saying beans. I'm sorry, y'all. Peas. Peas, peas, peas. Okay, so as you can see, these all need staking because of the rain and everything's growing good. And so I got my work cut out and I hope that I can deal with this heat. I don't do too good in heat and humidity. And we got high humidity and high heat. So that is not something that I do well with. So anyway, these sweet potatoes here, this is what happened in this one. I take my shovel and I dig down in there to make sure there's nothing in there. So I dug deep down in there and to make sure nothing was in there. And then before I put any of my nutrients or fertilizers in there. And so I did that. And then I had an old bag of cow manure that had been sitting out here open. And I put that in there and my other nutrients. But I looked when I started mixing stuff and I saw some ants. So I was like, I don't know if these ants was in this pot or these ants came out of that cow manure. So I don't know. I'm not hopeful. I'm hopeful. I don't know about this one. Because see this right here? See that? That's dying right there. Look at this one. Dying. This is the only one in here that's not dying. But if it's full of ants, I don't want no sweet potatoes out of there anyway, because when I go to open it up to get them out, I'll be attacked by ants. So this is one of my large pots. I'm going to show you. This is one of the biggest pots that I have over here. I cannot let ants be in here. So they're going to be dealt with, believe me on that. Oh, yeah, and I'm not going to just try to pour in there where they can run to the bottom. It's going to get dumped out on a big tarp, and they're going to all get saturated. Okay? So, this here is a nice pepper, and that is a sweet crispy. And my tomato, like I said, needs staking up. But the tomato, look how thick the stems are. Oh, now I better pay attention because what did that? See that right there? Something bit that off. Okay, I don't see no damage on these other plants. Now, I don't know if that, I don't know. But I see, anyway, flowers are starting, so I'm going to keep my eye on it. Now, this one here, I checked all my pots before I planted in them. Now, this one looks a little not perky. But these here ones came from soil. I rooted them, put them in soil, then planted them out. So they had a chance to really be growing in soil. These two didn't, this one and this one. So I'm thinking that's why they're looking not as good as that one. So I'm going to be watering everything as soon as I get off of here and go ahead and stake stuff up and tie it and get the beans and the peas. If I keep saying beans, y'all, because I'm not used to planting peas, you know I mean peas. This one's looking pretty good. And look at these. Ooh, they so ready. So I have to get them off of the tomato and get them over here. I don't know what I was showing y'all. And get them over here on the cattle panel, okay? And down here I got some strawberries. So I'll come out here later and get them out. Now this right here, let's see. That is a tree. See that root system on, I mean, not a tree, it's a hibiscus from my neighbor's hibiscus. I can't let them be in here. So anytime I'm going to see these, they coming out. And you got to get them out soon. Because look at that root system. Once that gets established, it won't pull out so easy. It'll be really in there. And then you're continually having to come out here and cut it down or something because its roots are so strong. You can't get it out by the root. Okay, so something came in here and ate. Something came in here. So see this one? Something ate right here. All right. Now, I don't see anything that's letting me know it's a hornworm. I don't think it's a hornworm. I think it's these hungry plants. I mean, hungry animals around here. I came out here early before I had any coffee, wake up good or anything. So if I'm messing up on here, what I'm saying, just getting some weeds out. Y'all bear with me because it takes me a while to get myself together in the morning. And I didn't have time to do that because I knew what's coming. All right. So let's get some of these little weeds out while they small. And I come over here every time I see, but there's berries. There's berries there and here. So, I was hoping to clean up out here, cut the grass, weed whack and all that, but I can't do it. I got a choice. I can either do this tour, take care of these plants, staking them up, or whatever, or cut the grass and stuff in this heat. Oops, sorry, I stepped on the hose down there and I got boots on. Now this trap here is popped. Okay, that trap is popped. Some of the reason it pops is the stuff is getting bigger. Because I mean, look at these peas here. Look, look. So that's why I put these peas over here, y'all, and hopeful that I will get some getting weeds out. Hopeful that I will get something because, but I don't know. See, something ate the top off. Something's eating the top off of my peas. Okay. Something's out here eating. I don't know. This year, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a lot of challenges out here. There's a lot of hungry animals. There's some pears up on this tree. The squirrel probably gonna get them. That both of those trees have pears on them. Not a lot, but some pears on them. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna go through a whole bunch of trying to stake that up. Now here's the okra. Oh, this is my delphinium. One of them got tore off in the storm. We had vicious winds and storms. So this is okra. Back here on all these pots, I'm thinking about putting some beans, but I'm still thinking about that because I want to see how them peas going to do. If the peas going to do good, I'll wait on the beans. Okay. Well, usually, I always plant a lot of beans over here. But I got a lot of beans in the freezer too. So my beans do very well. And I love them. So these are all okras. And they like this one here, got a flower. I hope I'm showing you where it is, right there. And then over here you can see the flower. And coming up over here, another one. Over here, it's coming in good. If you can see in there. And over here on this one was smaller when I put it in. So it, let me see what kind that is. Okay. It's healthy looking, just smaller. Some of them were smaller. And some of them were bigger. This is the container that I treated the ants. When we get through all this heat wave, I'm going to take some tarp. I'm going to dump this out again on that tarp. And I'm going to go through it and look if I see any life of any ants. I don't see any now. I haven't seen any. But I'm going to dump it and make sure. I have got some more orange oil. I had some still left over. And I bought some more. I got everything. Because they can't take over my containers. I'm in a container. If they start taking over my container, especially like with that sweet potato, that big one over there, oh no. I only have so many of those. So I can't have that. So um I'm dealing with a lot of challenges that I'm not used to. This one's small, a smaller one. I'm hoping it's gonna pick up, but the heat just picked up. We went straight from cold into summer, and summer hot, humid. So that's what we got on this one. And it's got something going over in there. Hopefully you can see. Let me see, put my finger where it is. Right down in there. Over here, same thing. And it's got something going on down there in the center. It's doing good. If you look where my finger, close to my finger. This one here, I was looking at it. It's got to be replaced. I ain't got time to wait to see, is this going to come back? I don't know. The leaves just fall off. Did something eat them off? I don't know what happened there, but that has got to be replaced with another one. And this one here looks okay. This one here looks okay. I'm looking, see if I see anything that I need to deal with that I can do. But I've been spending so much time dealing with problems and weather situations, y'all. I have not had the time to continue to keep planting. So that's why you haven't been seeing me doing a lot, because I'm not doing stuff like that. Now, over in here, I'm just looking over there because I don't know. But this right here is I know it's a purple coneflower. And that's what was growing in here. These overwintered. And that's the wrong side of that label. This is the echinacea, and this is the white swan. And I recognize them leaves. That was why I left that in there. And I make sure if I see any weeds, pull them out until I decide where I want to put these. I got a lot of echinacea, but not many white ones. So then over here, this is lavender. And look at it, y'all. Overwintered and blooming. Blooming. Can you see the blooms on it? Blooming. So this will be planted in a container. This over here is some thyme. Yeah, thyme. It's blooming. See? That looked like a flower to me. This is rosemary. So I water these and I weed out of here until I can get a chance to put them somewhere. Okay, they done went into the ground. Now. But this here, what is this one? I know it's something. Is it thyme or? I don't want to rip it out of the ground until I want to plant it. Okay, let me pull this out and look at it. That says sage. Let me see, do that look like sage? Okay, yeah, I guess it is young sage. Trying to get these leaves out of here. This grass. It's not growing in the cup, but it's stopping me from showing you. So all of these over here that I kept in here have stuff growing that's actually the thing that I planted. Now this one, I noticed there's a weed in there with it, and I got to get that weed out of there. See that weed in there? That dandelion? This here, I think, is celery or cilantro. I'm not sure. I think it's celery, but I have to look at the label. I have to look at the label, but I got to try to make sure this weed does not kill it before I can do something with it. The weed, I'm not getting the root out, but at least get the leaves off of it. Slow it down. Okay, because I think, let me find this label in here. Oh, that's parsley. That says moss parsley. Okay, so that's what that is. So let me stick that back down in there because I want to keep it. I know I got lemon balm here. And see, the weeds, they have come in growing too. But have to, I'm going to keep the stuff I want to keep and slow these weeds down because I can't get the root out yet. But when I plant it, I'm going to get the root out. Okay. And maybe this is the celery or cilantro. Let's see. What's this is? Celery. Let me see. Can y'all see it? Okay, celery. And the only way I can tell is if I point my finger that y'all can see it. Okay. I think this is oregano. This is stuff that overwintered. I didn't plant it. This year I just had leftovers last year, set them out here in a cup, didn't get to them, and they survived. Okay. I don't know if that's oregano though, I think. This is the chamomile. Okay. And some lemon balm. And I've been harvesting this chamomile and taking it inside. Okay. Okay. Okay, y'all. I forgot to show y'all this when I was showing you the other stuff. This is borage. It comes back every year. And I had a few flowers that I put in here. I don't know about this. I thought this was like a petunia. I think it's a flower. I think those are flowers. Well, I think these two are flowers. I know that's a marigold. I don't know about this one. I'm going to wait and see what it does. But the main thing I wanted to show you is right here. This is my Texas star hibiscus. I thought it was dead. I cut it off. And I was getting ready to rip it out. And then I looked down at the root and I saw life. So I left it alone. And then these leaves came up. I have 2 of them. So I'm going to move them this year to somewhere else. I just wanted to see, would they survive in this climate here? And we had a horrible winter. So they made it. So that's good. Okay? Now I'm over here to tell y'all why I'm so down. So if you can say anything, lift my spirits, say something to me. Because I got something out here. It might be a cat. I don't know what it is. But it's determined it's going to get in here. In these. No matter, I've tried everything I know to do. And I can't keep it out. It seems like it's vicious, like, I don't know if that's what it's doing on purpose, but it seems like it's vicious against me. No matter what I do, it won't stop. So these are my peppers. I can't uncover them. So I ain't gonna have no peppers if I can't uncover them. My girlfriend told me put black pepper in here. If you got suggestions, let me know. Because the minute I take this off and uncover it, even with plants in there, it will not stop. So y'all, I'm so down about that because if you know anything about me, peppers is my number one thing that I love to plant. So I'm down about it. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's hard for me to come out here and do anything when I seem like I'm dealing with so much. I'm dealing with so much out here that I'm not used to. And I can handle this garden. I can handle this garden with all these containers. It's all these obstacles that's stopping me. Okay, let's go over here. You see, I'm going to show you. Nothing's done. See, all these things. And I got stuff to go in them. I'm so busy dealing with stuff that I can't get the stuff in this stuff out here. So, it is what it is, y'all. I'm a great grandmother. I can only do so much. I can handle this garden. I cannot handle this garden and so many obstacles constantly hitting me. This here is my eggplant. If you know me and you've been watching me, you know I plant this every year. The same thing that is started over here in the eggplant. Now, when I did this, covered it over, and as you can see, the eggplant can't grow like that. And the flowers got to be pollinated. So, I don't know what to do. I've tried everything I know to do. It doesn't stop it. This is the only thing that stopped it, but it also is stopping my plants. So, uh, there's the eggplant. If I uncover it, same thing. Um, so I had to uncover. I took it and I put that tool on there, but I also put this big thing in the middle because I didn't know what it would do. Because it seems like whatever I do, it strikes back. It strikes back. That's the way I'm seeing it. So these here, I got corn and stuff to go in here. I ain't put it in. So I mean, pray. I'm praying for my garden, y'all. I'm praying for my garden. I'm praying for the gardener. Me. Lemon balm came back, and all my flowers. Some days I feel so. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you, but frustrated. I just come out here and do something with the flowers. I just come out here because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better because I think if I go over there and do something with a vegetable, I don't know what this is going to do. What is it going to do? Look at this. These clematis. I can't be out here pretending everything is great. And I'm trying to get this video in before it gets so hot. And then I'm showing you the rose now. At least I'm trying to, right in the sun. The rose bush is really full. And over here, roses. Okay. All right, so let's go down this next row. There's not a lot of other stuff, but there's stuff. Now, this here is lemon balm, not lemon balm, bee balm. And it's got the little flower things that's getting ready to come. I got water down here. And I usually get out here and dump the water into containers and water stuff with it. When it be raining and collect a little water like that. I need a big old garbage can. I had one, but then I used it for my weed fertilizer. And I keep saying I'm gonna go get another one, and I keep forgetting because I got so much stuff on my mind. Now this here is the comfrey, and see I usually cut this back. Once it gets some pretty flowers on it, then I usually just cut it down. I mean, not to the ground, but leave some leaves on it so it can come back again. So I got to do that. See these empty, 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 empty. I got potatoes. I got potatoes. Y'all, I got potatoes. I ain't put them in. I ain't put them in. Ooh, I'm sweating like a dog now. So anyway, this row here is the row I've decided to take out. And do you think I'm gonna get to that? It's not looking like it. I done bought two and more of them big 100-gallon grow bags because that's what I want to have out here. That's what I manage better. I ain't gonna put them out until I learn how to deal with what I'm dealing with or catch it. And over here, I got tomato plants to go in here. I wasn't gonna put. I just said I don't know what to do because I said, I told y'all about all the moss. See, you can see the moss. There's a little spot of moss growing on top of that, and over in this corner. And if you there's moss in here, and I was just thinking, well, maybe I could just stick the plants in there and see what happens. That might be what I end up doing. and just leave the moss in there. I don't know. Because see, the tomatoes, they need all of this 5-gallon bucket. They need every bit of it. They don't need moss coming and growing a big mat around a perimeter, and the moss taking the nutrients, and the moss taking up some of the space. That's why I take it out. And this chives here, I got to cut it down. I usually do that too. I used to come out here and just trim it down, and then it come right back up. Okay, so these are all empty containers. These big ones here, I was planning on putting white potatoes. I got the potatoes. They all chitted, everything. Can't get them in. Uh, so this here kind of weather, I think this is a snapdragon here. This one here I'm not sure if it's a weed or not, but my mint came back doing good. That's been there for a couple of years. And I'm going to try to get out here and put some more stuff in. I can plant in the grow bags and in my big containers, as long as when I dig down in them, there's no ants. Because if there are ants in something, then I have to stop and deal with those ants. Okay? This over here is where I usually plant my sweet potatoes. I can't plant sweet potatoes or any kind of potatoes or morning glories in here this year and next year either. 2 years. My sweet potatoes had a disease last year. It starts with an S, where you get the like black patches on your potato. And they still edible, but I tell you one thing, they don't last long. You cut that part off of it, and they don't last long. They don't keep long. So it said for 2 years, you cannot put them in here, any potatoes, or they're going to have it. So now my soil is contaminated. If you remember last year, I bought slips. That's why I hate to buy stuff. I bought slips from a company. Start with an H. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I bought the slips, and I got that disease. Okay? Now, I don't know. But I never had it before. You know, you always see me getting sweet potatoes out of here, nice size ones. All of a sudden, I got that. Okay? All right. So, I don't remember the name of the stuff, the disease. It starts with an S, and Google it if you want to know. It gives you dark spots on your sweet potatoes. If you look at my video, you will see it. And I knew something was up. I said, now what's this on my sweet potato? So I Googled it. Now I'm trying to get down in here, y'all. There's a weed over here in this garlic. And this garlic was planted mid-March. Okay, mid-March, I put this garlic in. So that's why I'm not taking it out. I'm just waiting to see, is it going to give me a bulb? Is it just going to be green garlic? What is it going to do? I'm thinking it's going to do a bulb, but let me know what you think, because I'm looking at the leaf formation on it. Look at that. So I'm leaving it in there to see what is it going to do. And I'm probably going to dig down in there by it and see, like, oh, do I feel any kind of bulb or anything down here? I don't know. Maybe I'll take one out and sacrifice one. Oh, yeah. It's a bulb. It's a bulb. I felt a bulb. That's good. That's good news. I need some good news, y'all. I need some good news. Lord knows I need some good news from this. That thing out here is, if I can't have peppers, ooh. Mm, mm, mm. This here is lemon balm that came back. And I try to keep the weeds out of that. This is chamomile that's due to be cut back. I'll try to get to that today, hopefully. But I get so hot and wore out because this heat wears you out until I just be trying to get inside. This is oregano. It came back. See, this is a container here that I was going to put potatoes in. Now, this container here had white potatoes in it. My white potatoes didn't have the disease as far as I could see. So I can still plant some white potatoes in here, but I got to get them in. I got to get them in. You might be thinking, oh, that's not that much. How come you can't get it in? When you got all this coming at you at one time and you're the only person, and you're trying to keep alive what you got. Let me get back off of this rose bush and try to show y'all. Normally, I'll get up there with the hedge trimmer, and I'll do that since it went all wild with the crazy windstorms. But I will get up there with that hedge trimmer, and everything that's looking wild and crazy gonna get cut off. But this rose bush, you got to be ready for it. This is what they call a rambler. And you have to have something strong to put this kind of rose bush on. And I mean, the thorns on here will hurt you. They are horrible thorns. So, all this stuff like on the side that's leaning, the ones that branching out, I'm going to cut all that off. I'm going to trim it all down. You have to trim this one, okay? This one here, this pot, I think got ants in it. But it's not anything that I usually plant in. But if they living in there, I need to kill them because the more places, even if you don't plant in it, you need to kill them because they're multiplying, okay? You can't just don't do anything. At least not in my garden. I'm not. This here is some mint that it died one time, and then all of a sudden, it came back. I think this is a weed back here, though. I'll pull that up. Because I do love my mint. So it came back. So that's good. So this is the roses and stuff on this side over here. You know, I had big hopes for out here. A lot of hopes. I was going to tidy this. Ooh, this going to look so beautiful. But I ain't got to it yet. But there go the hoop cherry, I think that's what you call it. And this little azalea is coming back down here. It's coming back. It's my fault. I think I rode over it or weed whacked it one time or something. And over here, I've been trying for a couple of years to get these in the ground. This year is going to be the year. I bought this a long time ago on sale, 50% off, I think, somewhere. And it's got these Asiatic lilies in it. And this is the color of them. And it was just like one plant in here. But now I got 2, 4. It's multiplying. And this one here is multiplying too. And not only are they multiplying, they blooming. So I'm going to put some in the front and some in what I call my perennial circle garden. This is a lilac bush that I was going to get planted in the ground. Still got to get that in. Okay. But over here, these are hydrangea. I don't forget what kind it is, but they're going to be real pretty. They starting to open. Okay? It's going to be a real pretty pink color. And then back there, I got that big hosta. I don't do anything for that hosta, and it just thrives. I don't do anything because I didn't want it to get huge, but it didn't stop it. Look at it. Even the one in the sun. Look how huge it is. So, they just like that spot. And I don't want them to kill my hydrangea over here. So I will cut off some of this hosta over here that is infringing on this here. It will be cut back. I like the hosta okay. I bought it one time because they were selling them. They were basically giving them away somewhere. I can't remember. It might have been Walmart or somewhere. And I put them in. They were little, little, little. And man, look how massive. Look how massive they are. So I wasn't expecting to get that big. Probably you got to separate them. And I don't want no plants like that that I got to separate that I don't want. But maybe I'll separate them and try to sell it. Okay, so let's go down this way. See if there's anything else that I didn't show you. Oh, I know what I didn't show you. If you got a weak stomach, don't look. Don't look. I got my weed fertilizer. I'm gonna have to dilute this though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Cause this stuff gonna be strong. Ooh. I put this on my fruit tree one time, full strength, last year. And that stuff, all my leaves turned yellow. It didn't kill it, but they turn yellow. You might look at this and think this ain't powerful, but let me tell you, this is some powerful stuff right here. And I put in the mosquito dunks in there, and I'm looking to see if I see any kind of life swimming around. Oh, you can still see the dunks floating. That's what that is. That's the dunks. I break them up. And yeah, this is ready to be used. And I'm gonna dilute it first because I don't know just how strong it is. Now I don't seem the vegetables and the roses or whatever. I haven't noticed that that stuff have been hurt by it if it's real strong. I haven't noticed that, but I'm just fixing my netting on my face. But I tell you, them fruit trees, I have to dilute it for that. Dilute it because it has happened on more than one tree, on more than one occasion. They can't take it. Maybe it's the wrong fertilizer for them. I don't know. They thrive, but they'll turn if you don't dilute it. Now, if you dilute it, it bees fine. This tree didn't bloom this year. This apple keeps blowing over. It's not good. This right here, I have not gone in there and weeded out of here, this peach tree, because it's got a disease and I have to have on special clothes, special gloves, whatever, because I don't want to spread it to everything else. So, but this one here is looking better. Now, I sprayed these trees with copper when you were supposed to, early, late winter, whatever, when it said you're supposed to do this, saturated them. Now, this one, I got to cut the dead off, looking better, okay? Now, this is where I normally have flowers. I have nothing in there. This here is the plum tree. I thought there was some plums on here, but something might have got them. I don't know. But this here got to get the weed out of there. Got to get that weed out of there. And this is the plum tree. All this stuff was going to be, I was going to plant stuff, but this one here, it's a peach with the disease. But I'm just looking at it now. It's looking better. Yeah, it's looking better. Uh-huh. I got to get the weeds out of the bottom of these pots, so can't have that. This here is an apple tree. It does have apples on it. Let me see if I can zoom in. I hate to be out here pointing at stuff because see the squirrel is watching. And anything that the squirrel missed, I'm showing it to them. So they'll come over here and, oh, she's over there looking at that tree. Well, must be something I missed over there. There's an apple over there, but I hope you can see it. Right up in there. There was more. I don't know if they fell or what. But anyway, I got to unwrap this. But I just realized after I wrapped it up, because I wrapped it up to see was I going to get any nuts. This is a hazelnut. And it always stayed the same size. But I wrapped it up to see was I going to get any nuts. Was the squirrel eating them off? But I got to undo this because as you can see, this is too tight on it. But what I learned is because it looks like it's done doubled in size, I've learned that something was eating on it. Something was, excuse me, I'm trying to get that off of me. Something was inhibiting it because it's bigger now when it was wrapped. Okay, so I'm going to have to unwrap it. All right, so these parts here have echinacea. It's getting ready to bloom. There's a flower there. There's another one over there. That one's going to have a whole bunch of them on there. Echinacea. All right. I did get over here and take these rose bushes and prune them. I did get to do that, and I did fertilize them, and it rained real hard after I did it, so I can tell a lot of new growth is on it. I see a lot of new growth. See all that stuff here? New growth is it's going to be blooming again. I did the same thing with this one. I need to deadhead some of the stuff on it, but I did prune it and I did fertilize it, so that I'm happy about that. I got that done. Up here, this is that cock something. I always forget the name of it, but it did come back. I did a video one time and I said I didn't know if it would come back, but it came back. But there's a dandelion in here that keep trying to grow. I have to keep pulling it out because I don't want it stopping that. Okay, so let me see. There's some more leaves here. Okay, it broke off, but at least I got it down. And it's another one over here. I think this is the same thing. If it isn't, let me know. I noticed a different color. And then this one. This whole basket will bloom. But the weather was so crazy and so cold and so this and so that. And so I see some leaves up. Ooh, let me see what that is. Ooh. Damn. I'm sorry for cursing, y'all. Is that poison ivy? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 leaves on there. Yeah, 3 leaves. Well, I'll have to have gloves on to mess with that. But according to Diva, just brushing up against your skin don't mess you up from it. I guess you got to pull it out or do something. Something got to be released from it. And so I'm glad I didn't pull that out. I looked. So this is my perennial circle. And all is in here is flowers. So I did get in here, weeded a lot, did fertilize it, and it rained real hard on it. And I pruned back some of the poppies, dead poppies off of it, because they're finished up. And last time I did a video, I said, I didn't know what these were. So I didn't want to pull them because there's a lot of them right here. I didn't know what they are. So I didn't want to pull them because I said it might be a flower. So that's kind of a test to see what these are. I might be sorry, but I think the ones right here, I got Asiatic lily right here and right here. I think the ones that's closest around that Asiatic lily, I'm going to pull out because I don't want it to. I can't even pull it now. You got to have 2 hands. Okay, because they usually will come right out with the root. But that didn't. I'm going to wait till I can do this with 2 hands because you want to get the root. But I'm going to pull them out right around that. just in case, because there's a whole big circle of them. And what I was thinking, they are not milkweed. What's the other thing that people always confuse for milkweed? I can't think of what it is now. They bloom in the fall with yellow, pretty flowers on them. And you can buy them and plant them. I was thinking that's what this is. And that's the only reason I didn't pull them, because I do like those. But if I see that they're hindering, I think it's too many of them. Seems like once it rained, it's more. It's more. So, let me see. Yeah, it's more of these. So see right there, that white. Let me see if I can zoom in. Because it's starting to heat up now. This phone will heat up and it may stop on me. But right here, those are Shasta Davies, but this is all around them. So I am going to thin some of them out. But I need 2 hands. I thought I could just pull it. Now, this is a rose bush in here, and I did prune it and fed it. So they might not be looking top right now, but once you do that to them, they can bounce right back. This right here is my tree peony, and it's finished. I put a picture of it up on my community post. That's what it looked like on the community post if you want to see what it looked like. And then I did prune these poppies back. I leave the leaves and as long as I can until they start getting dried up and ugly looking, because I want to make sure that I don't lose my plant. One time in a house that I used to live in a long time ago, because I've been here over 40 years, I messed around and took the whole poppy out, and it never came back. So I don't mess around. I let them die back some. When they start looking ugly, then I cut them down, and it come back every year. Now here's one tree peony still here, but the leaves are coming off of it. It's pretty much finished, but that's it. This is an echinacea. These echinacea down here. Over here, this is the echinacea. Couple of them in with some irises. There's a whole patch of echinacea right here and over here, here. And I'm going to bring some of the little babies I got from the front, and see these little spaces that I got open? I'm going to put them all in there. These are all plans that I have to do. They were plans that I planned on doing, but I just keep on. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So that's what I'm going to do. So I could use some words of encouragement. So comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I wasn't complaining to you, because I have to tell you what's going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And right now, it's the ugly. So you've seen the good years, now you see this, okay? So we'll see by the end of the season what I actually get done and what my harvest actually is. Any kind of help you can give me about this critter, because I asked my son to put a camera up out here for me so I can see what it is. Because once I see what it is, I will know what to do for it. Because I don't want to go buying stuff and that stuff don't work. I can't afford to just be doing that, shooting in the dark. But tell me anyway, whatever you know, tell me if it's something that's not that expensive, okay? All right. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.